Okay, now let's get started with creating the front end. Okay, so for generating the React app, you need to use npx create React app link hub, and in my case I have named my app as links hub. You can use this, or you can use any name as you want. If you click enter, it will create a new project for you. If you I have already created a project for that. Let me get into that. So we are inside the project. In this project we are gonna use tailwind. Let's go to tailwind and set up everything. So tailwind says okay, go here, click on get started, and in this case we have to go to this tailwind CLI. So click on this copy and go here, just paste it in here. Okay, it will install the tailwind library. It also has to, you have to click enter again to create an config file. Okay, it has created a configuration. So next what you need to do is just copy this and go here and everything and paste it in here. Okay, so now we have set up this, and one more thing we need to do is copy this CSS, and here we need to go to this index CSS file, delete everything. Before that, let's run our React app to see if it is working perfectly fine. Let's run anything and start. Okay, it has started the server successfully. So let me copy here this and paste it in here. So if you see, it is working perfectly fine. So let's copy this CSS from here and go here, delete everything and paste it in here. Okay, so we have changed this, and we don't need some files around here, so we need to delete this app CSS test and logo, or let's keep logo. Okay, so report vitals, setup tests, and the index.js. We need to remove the imports from here. So from here, so okay, still okay, CSS. So let's build this one. No. So class name, just remove this, and now everything will be working great. Okay, so let's name this, and now everything is working great. If you go here, it will say hello. Okay, so we have set up tailwind. Next what we are going to do is we are going to set up daisyui. Okay, daisyui.com. so go here, installation. In installation we just go here and copy this, and let's start the server. Okay, paste it in here. I'm sorry, paste it in here. Okay, so in plugins you need to add this part. Okay, here in the tailwind config you will see the plugins list is empty, so let's paste it in here, and we are good to go. Okay, so we have pretty much set up everything. So let's see some components like button and everything. So everything will be here. Okay, we have this project set up, and we are good to go. Okay, now let's create required pages for this project, and for this project we need home page, home.js. We need login and register for user registration, and we are gonna add a new folder called dashboard, which will be for logged in users. Inside dashboard we need to create a main dashboard board.js. Okay, need to add edit link group.js. okay, and one more pages, the public link group. Okay, public link group. Okay, so this is for the public view. Okay, so let's add a basic content in here. Let's add RC login and home RC home register. This is a short cut for adding React code to this one. Okay, this is because of this React library on this React native snippets, React based snippets in here. This extension helps us to create this. Okay, in case if you want to create this like the short cut. Okay, so public links. Save all, and the dashboard we need to create a layout for all the pages below here. So I'll create it in future. Okay, so for dashboard let's need RC. We'll just add a basic page for now. Okay, so we have set up everything in here. Let's import React in here. Okay, React from React. Okay, so now we need to add React router DOM. So for that we need to install React router DOM. Okay, let's install this, and we are gonna add paths to this links. Okay, it has installed it, so let's add links here. So for that what I'm gonna need is, let's import router DOM browser router routes and route. Okay, we need this, so let's copy this, and router, everything has to come under first router routes, and then we need to add routes. Okay, so let's add routes. Okay, so element has to be, first one is home, so let's add home. Okay, it will automatically import that, and the path has to be this one. Okay, so let's copy this everything. So for login, for register, okay, and for this public link view, we are gonna add /unique string. Okay, this is how we need to add a dynamic route. This would be in the path the unique string will be passed here. That means that is the unique URL for this one. So you get this data from here and we are gonna pass it to the data, okay, pass to the server. Okay, so let's change element in here, login, register, okay, public, sorry, link group. Okay, so for the next route, for dashboard, for now we don't we're not gonna add dashboard for now because we're gonna add layout for that. Okay, so until now we have finished this home, login and register, and added basic code in here. Okay, let's create a layout for this dashboard based pages. So let me create a new folder called components. Okay, so inside it I'm gonna create layout.js. okay, so here, okay, so here what I'm gonna do is just create header. Okay, again div, and I'm gonna add children. Okay, and this children will be passed from here. Okay, so for this, as name, width has to be full, height has to be screen. Okay, it would be take up the whole page. So it has to be a flex, and then have to be a flex column. Okay, so for this one, yes. Okay, full. Okay, again we need to create a navigation also. So for that I'm going to create nav.js. Okay, now we have created navigation. Since it is not CSS or styling based tutorial, so I'm gonna copy content from tail blocks. Okay, it offers free components, ready-made components to be used in the project. Okay, so let's copy the header. This looks good. Let's view the code. Copy it from here. Okay, so let's paste it in here. Okay, so this is these are the links. I don't want this, and my project is links hub. We can remove unnecessary links and everything. So here that's a button for login, and we need to add a register button also. So let's review this button in here, and we have to go to this, change this to register. So okay, so it would be work fine. So let's import that to this one. So app, it would become the same directory. So we have completed this. Okay, so next we need to move on to this app.js, and we need to define routes here. Okay, so in the route okay, the path has to be dashboard and star. Okay, anything that is after dashboard. Alright, so the element has to be the layout. Okay, so the layout, and here we need to add routes. Okay, so route element has to be dashboard. It is not importing dashboard. Okay, okay, to imported. So again we have to create a route, and we're going to add path. Path has to be this one, and or we can just add index. Okay, that means this is the first page, and here in the path what I'm going to add is the ID of the link group and edit. Okay, okay, now these pages will be belong to this one, and let's edit. So let's save this and can go here, edit link group. Okay, so now everything is fine. So let's see the home pages. Also we need to since these pages are by default it is there are only 4 pages, so we can directly add nav bar to here. I'm just showing a demonstration on how to add the common navigation under a certain path. Okay, that's for that's a demonstration. So let's add island here as name to x2. Okay, so let's add x2 screen and install nav from here. Okay, so under this I'm going to add this as has to be full, width also has to be full. Okay, so let's add let's justify filter items center. Okay, so let's add one to home. Okay, likewise we need to set up everything. So let's go to this login page here, and let's add okay, so it will add a navigation and register page. Okay, okay, so in the public link group go here. Okay, now we have added a base page for everything. So now let's check it out. So it has started running, and by default because of daisyui it will be in the dark mode. So if you go here and search for the theme, and here you can just copy this one daisyui configuration, go here and paste it in here. Now we just have to remove these two, and light. Okay, just leave that with light. So this will add light theme to it. Okay, so this is how it works. So let's add a little bit shadow so that we could differentiate this header shadow. Okay, see we are seeing a shadow here. Okay, that's enough. Okay, now the navigation is looking great. So if I go to this login, login also it is home, so it is not showing login. So register, okay, login, okay, okay, register, and for dashboard, if we go here, it will give us a dashboard page. That is that page. So, and I'm gonna give 3 and edit. Now it will give me the edit link group page. Okay, this is the idea of this edit link group. This is just a sample. This is just a sample. Okay, so we are now ready to set up UI for everything. Let's get into it. Okay. For this project, we are gonna use context API to manage states. Okay, so let me create a new folder here, folder context. Okay, so let's add, we're gonna need 2 contexts. Okay, one is for authentication and one is for the actual function of this one, that is manipulating links. Okay, so let me add context JS, okay, and links context JS. Okay, so we have 2 contexts here. So now let's create a context for authentication process. And we need one more package called Axios. Okay, let's install Axios first. Okay, it has installed Axios. So first import Axios from Axios, and first use base URL. Okay, base URL has to be the server of this Django backend. Okay, so 1000, so 8000. Okay, we don't need the slash. Okay, so let's create a context. Export context to create context. Okay, so okay, we have a function here. So it is auth provider. Okay, we need a context and a provider. And in this provider, we're gonna pass children, and we need to return auth context dot provider. Okay, in between we need to pass children. So for values, we are gonna add this values in future when we add functions in here. Okay, so let's save this. And what are the functions that we need is on login. Okay, we need a login function, and we need a register function on register. Okay, so on logout. Okay, these are for this authentication process. So let's add a function for user login. So first login, we need to add get email and password, and now we need to add async function. wait sales post. Since our path is if you see, from post when our path is we need to get token, so we need to pass email and password. If you remember, we can just copy this. This is the path to get token. So let me go here and let's add data. Data email password. Okay, since both are same name, we don't need to go and add like double quotes in here and let pass the data. So let's add data in here, and then after if the response is okay, so let's add response. So if response is okay, what we need to do is we need to set up the local storage. We're going to use local storage, process local storage to save the token. So token, so response dot. So if you see in here, let me go in here. I have started the Django server in the backend. So if I give this credential, it will give me a auth token. So the request data is this, and the auth token is the attribute. Okay, so for that, press content data dot auth token. Okay, so close this one. So also the local storage. Set item is authenticator to we're gonna set this to true. Okay, so we're gonna set this to true, and in case if error occurs, catch error. We're gonna console log that error. Okay, log error. Alright, so we have set up this login function, and these three functions has to be go to this value. Okay, so on register, also on logout also. Okay, so now let's set up this register button. So this the same one will be go here, and okay, so make this sync. We need to get email, password, and read type password. Password. Okay, so we're gonna get these three things, and we're gonna pass this password. Since this is the three attributes that we are gonna pass into the server, so and the path has to be like auth/users. Okay, so users data has to be post. Okay, so if I pass this on user, it will give me an error. So let me create this user one, and we post data, and it will give me data that is 201 created. Okay, so in response, if it is giving this one, if the user is created, we're gonna do nothing, and let's console response data. Okay, just we don't need to do anything with that. Okay, so the register function is also great, and in case if the user is found out, so let's add okay, so we need to delete local storage, remove item and token. We need to remove that auth token, and also we need to remove this authenticated. Okay, so we need to remove this is authenticated. So we have completed everything. We just need to import this function to the pages. Okay, so until now we have completed the auth context, and we need to add the stance to the pages, to the login and register pages. Okay, the functions were created on the outside of the auth provider. So let's copy this, cut that out, and paste it in here. Okay, so inside here we need to add a variable called loading state variable. So it's auth loading, or let's say give it as loading itself. Okay, so set loading. So okay, so it has, by default it has to be false. Okay, so when we log in, what we need to do is just set this loading to true. Okay, so after everything, it has to change that to false. Alright, so same goes with this one also. Okay, so on logout we don't need that because it is local storage action, so it will be happen immediately. All right, so let's pass this loading to the provider's value. Okay, so everything is fine now. So let's move on to login. So in the login, we need to set up use function. So let's first import that, and okay, so let's import. So let's delete it. So in here, what we need to do is to create a function called check. Okay, since it is an async function, you can create it as a sync function also, but creating it for safety. Okay, so let's it's auth local storage dot get item of this authenticator. Okay, so if this auth is there, we can just navigate. Okay, we need to import the use navigate. Let's set up const is navigate is navigate. Okay, so we need to navigate to dashboard. So we need to navigate to dashboard if that's what is there. Otherwise, we can it will stay here, and we need to call this set function on below. All right. We need to add this use effect hook on every page also. In login, it has to be like navigating to dashboard if there is auth authenticated. Otherwise, in the dashboard, if there is no auth there, we need to redirect the user to the login page. Okay, so this is how it works, and in the login page we need to get that context variable. So So for that, let's add use context auth context. Okay, so here what we need is, let's go to auth context. What we need is, we need on login register. Okay, and we need loading also. Okay, so we need these three functions. So let's go here and create a sample page. For that, let's run this app. Okay, the server has started now. So let's go to login. Okay, it is giving us an error because we didn't cover this app with auth provider. So let's cover that auth provider and cover this. Okay, so if I go there, everything will be working fine. Okay, so in the login, you need to add some styles here. I'm gonna add a basic style. Okay, later on, after we finished the functional parts, we'll design it. Okay, so let's first do that. So let's, everything is okay. So be number 5, 6, 3, 4, and around it, 5, shadow. Okay, and basic styles. So input. Okay. Type text. So we need to create two variables in here, one for email and one for password. Okay. So the input has to be like select only one. Or let's just add a set email. Okay, let's see. I think it is not taking at the full screen, so I think it is the spelling mistake. Okay, it is full. Now it will take up the full screen. Okay, let's change this. Okay, here it is giving. So h1 login. Text. So font has to be bold. to be center, margin has to be 2. Let's see. Need to and snap input also. So this counter for before things to be none. One. Okay, we can see this visible. So let's folder and add email. Okay, it's to be full. Sorry, I'm sorry for my styling. Okay, so email will be given here, and then let's copy this. So in the flex, we need to have the flex in here. So now everything will be spaced evenly, and we need to have a button here. So for button, I'm gonna add use daisyui primary team okay. See, so that's not good. So you can see a beautiful login button here. Like I said before, we'll get into the styling part afterwards. I'll style it with the daisyui, this inputs. Okay, let's change. Okay, it is not working at all. Let's change. Undo. And pass it also. Okay. So now it will work fine. Okay. So when I click this button, it has to call the onLogin function. So let's create a local login function. Login. And here also we don't need the basic function because we didn't wait for any local storage items, so we can remove that. And console log email and password. Okay, so we need to call this on click. Okay. So let's check it out. So here I think it is giving us a style based something error, so we can just neglect that. So let's give an email. Okay, as you see here, we are getting this pattern, so it is working perfectly fine. So we can just pass this to on login. Okay. And we need to add this here and we are going to navigate to dashboard. Okay, after login we are going to navigate to dashboard. Then put it in here, password. So we are now, as you see here, after login we have redirected to, and one more thing is, if you see in the application and see in the local storage. Okay, in the local storage we can't see anything, so that might be something wrong. So let's comment this out and let's see if it is getting data. Let's say log that. Data. Okay, so let's go to login. Password. Let's go to this. Okay, it is giving us an error. Okay, so let's I think it is something to on with this bad request. So let's this request again. This giving us post error again, and if I get this to this, we might get different result now. Okay, there is something wrong with the server side. Let's see what it is giving us. Unable to log in with the provided credentials. Okay, maybe the password or something is wrong. So let's go back to login. This user@mail.com. I have given the password wrongly, so let's user@123. So if I log in again, now it will give me an auth data. Okay, so let's notice console log. Okay, the password is wrong. We'll handle that afterwards. For now, we are just implementing authentication, so we don't have to get into that. Okay, so it is in dashboard. We'll log in again. User.com and so if I log in again, we'll be redirected to the dashboard, and in the application, if you see, we have this auth token, and with this auth token only we are going to make request to the server. Okay, and the authenticator was also true, so we are in the postman also. Okay, so let's leave that. So if I go to login again, sorry, I can't go to login. Okay, because it is seeing that it is already authenticated, so it doesn't let us to go to this login page unless we have followed this logout button. Okay, so we will handle that afterwards. So let's first delete these two things here it, and if I go to login, I can go to login. Okay, so similarly I'm gonna go to this register, copy this section, paste it here, and copy this whole styling also, paste it in here, and we need one more password value. Okay, so this would be copy everything, put it in there, and need to import use context, out context. Okay, so it is, we don't need this on login button, and loading will handle this loading afterwards. So on register, and then also want to on login. Okay, well, register, and let's duplicate this one, this retype password, select password. Okay, so it is fine now. On register, contact on register, we need to pass 3 variables. So I do this register button on here. Okay, lots of inputs, state, and this session. It will be automatically imported. So we need to use navigate also. Navigate. Okay, now everything will be fine. And the link also, I'm going to change this, the nav for this anchor tag to link. Okay, we have further down to register. I'm going to change this button to link to login. Okay. And when I click this login, I click that login, and then click register, I'll be back to this register. Okay. So register, take this to. Okay, so we have done this, and now we need to transfer also. Okay, so after registration we need to go to login. Okay, so if I click on this, I'll register. So let's first remove this user. I don't need this user. Okay, so that's the test user here. So if I go here and create test user on gmail.com. Okay, and the save is okay. Sorry. Password. User okay. Okay, so if I click on the register, I have to go to login button and I can be able to log in with this user. Okay, this user1@mail.com. Do that, and I'm here. Let's log in with. Let's go to the backend and see. We'll see just created a user here. So mail.com user. Linktree. So let's log in, and we will be directed to the dashboard. Okay, and in the dashboard also we are gonna add a function similar to the login and the register. Okay, so let's copy this. Okay, so it has to get this, and if this auth is null, we need to go back to login. Alright, so this effect, we need to navigate so now everything would be fine. So use navigate. Okay, it has to be imported from the user. Okay, so if I refresh this, it will be here. Okay, in case let's see if I delete these things. Okay, if I again refresh this, I'll be redirected to the login. Okay, when I try to go to this dashboard, I'll be again redirected to the login page. Okay, so this is how the auth works, and also I'm gonna add this to edit link group also. So let's add this one. So use navigate, will automatically import it. Okay, so check everything. Use effect has to be imported, and everything would be good to go. Okay, so I think our auth process has been completed. So now we need to, and one more thing, in the navigation bar, if we go, let's log in. So let's go log in, and in the navigation, if you see here, again I'm getting this one, so I don't need this. So I need a logout button here. Okay, so what we need to do is just go to this navigation page, and let's do something here. So what we need to do is just create a location variable. Location, use location. So let's we need to create a variable to check if it is a dashboard. Okay, so for the it's location dot path name dot starts with. Okay, because we need to check if anything is below after dashboard, we need to give this one. Okay, logout button, we need to give this logout button. Okay, so we need to navigate also, because if something is wrong, we need to navigate the user to the login page. It has to show the login button, and we are adding this to handle after the user has to click on the logout. Okay, so and need to use context. So in here I'm gonna call out on logout. Okay, so on logout is ready now. So const handle logout. Okay, I'm creating a separate function for this because we can't use navigate inside the context itself. Okay, so that's why I'm using this if you are confusing why you are not calling this on logout button directly in here. Okay, so we need to just navigate the user so that okay, so wait on, we don't need to wait, think logout this here using async function. So for safety I'm adding wait on logout. So after that I want to navigate the user to login page. Okay, now everything would be good to go. So in this I want to check that app link here. So I'm gonna add a div here. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay, anchor tag is here on the development. Let's call. Okay, let's see when we go with width has to be full, height has to be maybe 20. So again this do function, I add this to the function also, div tag. Okay, okay, so we have two divs here, so we need to shape out this appropriately. Justify between items, t4, tx has to be 4. So if I see how, okay, it is not getting class name plus gap 2 3. Okay, it is going too high. To be full. So now everything is great. Okay, so okay, if it is there is user is not authenticated, we need to show this group. Otherwise let me copy this here. Otherwise let's add it here. Okay, is dashboard. Okay, if it is in dashboard, what I want to show is, okay, so I want to show I don't need this, I need a button in here. Okay, so let's remove all the styling from here and add default button styles from daisyui. Okay, so I don't need this also, and class name has to be btn error btn client, and we add a btn small also. Okay, so logout function will be here on the button. On click, it has to call the handle logout. Okay, so it is giving us an error here. Where is it? Okay, there is no. Okay, we need to add this div in there. Okay, Okay, now the error is gone. Okay, so if I refresh this, if I click on this logout button, I'll be redirected, and my navigation also changed here. Okay, so if I again just so one and log in again, and I'll get a logout button here. Okay, so I think the whole authentication process is now done here. Okay, now let's get started with the actual function of this app. So let's first create a context for that. Okay, so let me add see. Okay, so it's not link context, link provider. Okay, so in here I'm gonna create a new context. Context create context, and in here I'm gonna add Axios defaults base URL same as previous. So it is 1000. So it is fine. Then here I'm gonna add in context provider. Okay, so we need to pass children in here. And then the provider we need to create a value. Okay, value and this empty. So now we need to create variables and functions. Okay, so let's create I need hold link groups. So okay, this function denotes all the link groups of a specific user. So link state, and we want to add a current link group as name it means. So set current link groups. Okay, let's move this link group. Okay, so the use state, it has to be a open JSON format and list links. Okay, this links loading is for using loading function from here onward. So it has to be false. Public data. Okay, use data. So now we have every variable is ready in here. So let's create a function for creating a link group. Okay, create group. It has to be a async function, and okay, so it's loading through. Okay, so links loading. Okay, through and right Axios post. We need to create data here, and first you have to give an ID first because it will return an ID. So ID equal to empty list. So the first has to be app API user link from postman. So Okay, so it is in here, and we need to create a data. Okay, fonts name, that is, the name has to be from name. So data, and the headers, or let's do one thing. Okay, let's remove this headers, and because for all the requests we need this, so we are gonna add this to this CSS or our instance. Defaults, headers, common of authorization equal to token and tick. Okay, so the token and just to from local storage dot get item auth token. So this is it. Now we don't need to pass data headers here. So then the response, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna console log response.data. Okay, first and catch the error. So, okay, so that's it is printing as error, and this ID is for returning this to create user. So let's pass this function to this value. Okay, and before that we need to add this context to this function also. So we need to add provider. Okay, for that, this is how you cover multiple providers. So it is giving us warnings because there is these variables are not used. So let's create this tool, and in the dashboard what I want to do is let's create a basic design for this dashboard. So okay, so the height has to be full, has to be full. I want dashboard. Okay, so let's go to daisyui and copy some styles from there. Okay, there's some text in here. Okay, so let's leave that. Let's add a tailwind text font also. See, just trying out if it is there. So in the dashboard, so let's go here. So we need to add create button in parallel to this. Okay, so I'm gonna add there as flex has to be okay. We can already add a padding in here. So let's add 5. So it has to be full, justify it field. Okay, so dashboard has to be here, and there has to be a button or create link group. Okay, create and access. See, now we get the button. So okay, it has changed the text also. So now I have to center this. Okay, items center so that it would be, button has to be medium. Okay, so these two things are parallel now, and if I click on this button, it has to call the create API, create group API. So let's first bring it up here. So const. Okay, we don't need this alt context. To layout, navigation, create group, and it has to be from links. Okay, it is not showing. Let's save this. Okay, so here, so now it has to call the function. So let's create a function. Create group. It has to be an easy function. Okay, let's call this. And we need to add a model from here. So in daisyui, I'm gonna add a model. What this will create is just open up a tab in here. Okay, so I want this. So let's copy this one. So this is JS. Let's copy this and paste it in here. Okay, so let's see if it works or not. Oh, it is giving us an error. Okay, we need to export this links context. And after restarting, it has started working. So if I click on this, now it will work fine. So if I click on escape, so we need to change this button to that. So let's add this and go here. copy this, paste it in here, and for styling, let's copy this here and paste it in here, and let's delete this button and create. Okay, so now everything will be fine. Okay, it will ask us for this one. Inside it, what I'm going to do is just add create group, and the input, let's add a local variable name, monster name, set name. Okay, so use state has to be name. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, text, and the value has to be name, and the change into get that name, set name to get value. Okay, so input is not looking good. Sorry. Secondary. Okay, so let's style the input, or we can try getting input from here. So let's see text input, and text input is in here. So copy this file and okay. So now the input will be looking good. Okay, so let's add launcher. Create. Okay, let's come to styling afterwards. So let's keep this as primary. Okay, so let's see when I click on this link, it has to call the create function. So create function has to be here. So if empty string, we can execute this. Let's see, that's working fine. So currently there are no group in here. There are only two groups, Aaron's and the George's links. So let's try creating a group. Okay, if I click on this, we can just click on escape button to close this one. Okay, or we can just add a name in here and we can just call it. Okay, so let's create Okay, so it is not creating. Let's see. So to load the resource. Okay, let's see what the error is. Okay, name field is required. Let's see why. To name. Name. Okay, let's try creating again. Let's refresh this. Create simple. Again, just giving us an error. Let's see. Given an error. Let's also log the name. Okay, we haven't added the name here. Didn't pass the name, so I think that's the error. Okay, now everything would be fine. Let's delete this console. So if I again create, okay, so let's create. Now it will give me an links. So it will give me a group. Okay, let's fix this, and we have created a group called sample. Okay, so we have given create the link, and what I want to do after that is I have to let's go here, object. What I have to do is just I need this ID so that I could redirect the user for the edit page. Okay, so let's get the ID from here. So this context in here. I want to navigate the user to dashboard slash, and if you remember, the ID has to be ID slash edit. Okay, so respond on dashboard syntactic ID edit. Okay, it has to navigate the user to this page. Okay. So in links context, I have to return this ID. What we need to do is just ID equal response data ID. So now after loading files, I need to return the ID. Okay, so in dashboard also I have to get the ID. Okay, so now everything will be working fine. So if I do this here, so now I will be redirected to the edit page link. Okay, so we have directed to the editing page, and the create link group is fine, and we need to set up the edit page afterwards. So let's see how to get all the links of a user in here. Okay, so what we need to do is just go here. We need to create a function for that. So let's close this and next get all links in a sync function. set loading to true, and again set loading to false. Wait, get the links, and from the postman we need to get the link groups, so that just copy this URL and okay, and then the response we need to set the link groups. Okay, data, because it is written as an link list. Okay, list of link groups, so we need to return this, and see catch error. Okay, so groups. This console log error. Okay, console log error. So again we need to pass this get all links to here, and link groups also I want to pass it in here. So let's go to dashboard. I'm gonna add get all links and then link groups, and we need to pass links loading also. Links loading. So let's go to dashboard. So here what you need to do is we can just close this dialog and create a new div. Okay, so it has to be full, also full. If link groups link groups. Okay, link groups is length greater than 0. If it is true, then return a div. Okay, if it is false, return another div. Okay, it's the structure here. So as groups sound. So normal div we need to and here we need to create the box. Let's create a box before just to have okay, let's do this and we need to map out all the data. Link groups map link to dot okay. Okay, so let's save everything. So now we're not getting any links because we haven't created anything. Okay, here's a sample in here. So it is showing us now groups found. So I think there is something wrong with the request. So let's see. Okay, now in the use state we need to call, we need to create another use state, use effect. Okay, use effect snippet. Okay, let's delete this. Okay, get all these. Okay, so when I refresh this, I can see this. Style this out. Just take up the whole space, so it has to be 4. Okay, sorry, it has to be 1 by maybe 6. Okay, now it is in perfect shape. So yes. Okay, so now we need to add buttons in here. So what that is, it's let's 3. So there will be 3 buttons. Okay, and we need to add React icons in here. Okay, so let's go here and add React icons. Let's go here. Okay, let's add this npm install React icons. So it is giving us how to use this. Okay, so let's see which fits for our so I need a pencil kind of thing, or pen, edit. Okay, let's use box icons. So let's copy this and it has a full look. So let's install it again. Okay, it has installed it. So we're gonna use box icons now. So let's copy there. I have added it. So in the box icon, what I need is just trash. Okay, it is in here. Okay, bi solid trash, and I need edit. Okay, let's search edit, and okay, here's an edit. So bi edit, and also I need a icon for link. Okay, this would be perfect. So I external link. So we are going to use these three things in here. So in the first button, so okay, btn text white and btn error. Okay, this and okay, and link external bi edit. Okay, now u has to be success. It has to be a warning. Let's see. Okay, so let's start the server. Okay, it has started the server. So let's refresh this, and we can see three buttons from here. Okay, so we need to make these buttons a small one. So small XS. Okay, XS means very small button. XS. Okay, so now these are reduced into small and center. Okay. And must have margin of maybe 5. Okay, now we can see these links from here. So this link could be make us to visit this group, and this will for delete, and this will be for edit. Okay, getting all the links is also over. So there are remaining functions left is handling edit and handling delete. Okay, and create also we are gonna handle it on the edit function, so edit page itself. So let's get into it. Okay, let's get started with the delete function now. So let me go to this context, and here we have this function. So let me copy, go to true here, and paste it here, and false. Okay, so now what we need to do is add a wait. Okay, so add a wait and saves. Delete, sorry, delete. So for delete link path, as you see here, we have to go to this URL. Okay, so let's copy this URL and we paste it in backticks so that we could give ID here. So let's add ID. For that, we need to get ID from here. So we don't need to add headers. Then here we don't need to give anything, we just need to catch the error because it doesn't return any data. Okay, so let's add so walk log error. Okay, let's save this and pass this to this link group, and in the dashboard I want to get this delete group. So now what we need to do is, in this delete button I have to add on click as to pass the group ID from here. Okay, link group delete group. Okay, link group dot id. Okay, so let's add this. So if I go here and let me go on the server. Okay, the server has started now. Let me go here, press this, and the server is right here. Okay, so if I go here and application, there is nothing is here. So okay, I have found what the issue is. That is because in here it was trying to get this authorization token from here. So what I did is it has to check if there is a auth token present here. Otherwise we don't need to add this defaults to the author Axios defaults. Okay, so now it is working fine. So if I save this again here and refresh this, and I have deleted the link group also. So let me create a new one. So that is named as sample wait, and if I go back I'll see this one, and again I'm creating one sample one create. Okay, so now again I have this one. Okay, so we have implemented a delete function here. So let's check that out. So if I click this, okay, it has deleted on the server side, but it is not deleting in here. So what we need to do is we have to get the links once it is deleted the link. Okay, so let's add that, get all links. We could use effect here also. So I'm just adding this function here. We can add use text whenever there is a change in this link groups, but I'm using this. Okay, so let me go here and first this, let's create a new one, sample to create back, and if I click on this delete, now it will show instant updated one. Okay, we have completed the delete function now. So the remaining one is creating and editing. Okay, both are goes into same page on the editing page. Once we create this link, it will create as a link group on the backend, and it returns an ID, and with that ID we are forwarding to the edit links. Okay, on that we could edit those links. Okay, so let's get on to that. So let's move on to the update function. So let's add first update links. It has to be sync ID, everything will be same. So loading, links loading, and copy that. Okay. What we need to do is just add our function Axios.post. In here we have okay, here we need to pass the links in here only. So let me duplicate this, and the delete function, instead of delete I'm going to use post, and let's save this. And here in the body we need to get these links. Okay, let's see. Okay, so there are no links in here. Okay, link group not found. So let me create this function here. So this will be the page. Copy. Let me change this to update link group. Copy. Okay. Let me copy this. Paste it in here. And instead of this backtick. Okay. So instead of ID, give this ID. Okay. So this would be the data, and the data has to be current link group. So in the response, let's see. In the response, we need to add a response. Just console out the data. Sorry, response data. Okay, so catch error. So, error. So the update links is okay. So let me add update link here, and in the edit link group we need to add data. We have a lot of things to do in here, so let's add edit links from use context links. Okay, it is not showing me session, so we import it from dashboard. Okay, links context. Okay, so update links is here. Okay, we need to add multiple functions here. Let me close this. In the links context, we need to add one more function to get link group. So let's add get link group. I think everything is same as here. Let's copy this. Paste it here, and instead of this one, what we need to give is API group. Need to pass ID here, ID, and the ID user hash links. Okay. So I have the URLs of the Django file open. So it is just group links. Okay. So what we need to do is just group ID links. Okay. We do not need this user. So delete that user. Close this. And in the token we can see what token will be added in here. So let me add a current link group. It will set that the current link group to this one, and everything will be same as this one, and pass this to here. And then the edit link group, we need to get ID from parameter. So let me get that. ID from Okay, getting ID. So add a use effect up here. Click this, and in here at first get link groups. So we need to get the link groups first. That's ID in here. So now we'll get this ID. So update link will be called once we make changes in here. Okay. So there are some variables that we need to add in here. So let's add a const editing links. It has to be a JSON. Const editing group name. Group name. Use So if you wonder what this would look like, let me create a sample. So let's go here and the link group. Let me add a new group for the user test user 1, and it would be test. Okay. So the unique string will be automatically added from the program, but for here I'm gonna add this. Okay, it has 8 characters long. So let's do save this, and in the links let me add 2 more links. Google. Google.com, and the link group has to be test and creator has to be user 1. Save this, add link. Let's add bot, Google bot. Okay, Google.com. So it has to test. Okay, save. So if tokens for user 1 is this one, we copy this and okay, so in this one let me add a token. Let me add it here. Let's see what ID that it belongs. So it has to be 11. Let's add 11. Okay, let's get that data. As you see here, we can see this data. But and one more thing is, we copy this one, and in the update link, space this, and in the update link, if I make any changes, it will be reflected there. Okay, just updated title update. So if I post this, change the ID here, save it, and if I post the data, it's giving us an error. There doesn't exist. Okay, I think it has to be updated here itself. Okay, so we can change the URL here and post the data. Group not found. We have to change token for the user. So in here put the same in the headers. Change this token. So I think the URL is wrong. I think let's copy this, paste it here. Test updated. Windows. Let me check the Django part. Okay, I think I have made a mistake in the post request. Okay, change this to group and data has to be just that data dot get link group and group. Now it might work fine. Let's go to Postman. The file click on this post request and okay, let me go back to this one and create user ID this one. Okay, so let's post it again. Okay, I have made some changes in the code for update function because these things would happen. Okay, so this error is I have added this data on the partial. Okay, so that it has to get the link group from here. So the next one is I have to check if there is link data ID in here, because if link ID is none, that means the user has added a link group. So I have to add this one, and for the group it will choose that group as from ID, and for the creator it will use user ID. Okay, so that will pass the data in here, and remaining and all so works the same. If you need any reference, I have added an exception line of code here for debugging purposes. So please take a look at this one code and make changes on your code also. Okay, so let's test this thing. So if I go here and if I change this, I have okay, let's change this to a test. Okay, so if I post this, now it will be updated. Okay, now it will be updated, and let me add a link here. So for adding the link, just copy this one like this, just copy, paste it in here, remove the ID and remove the group and creator. So let's add this bar version 2. So if I post this, now the new link will be added in here. Okay, so the new link will be added in here, and if I want to remove that, I just remove this, and again I post this data. Now the third link is removed. Okay, so this is how the update function works. So let's implement it on the JS. Okay, so we need some functions for this for inputs and outputs. So let's add links loading also. Links loading. Let's check this on here. Links loading. Yes. Okay. So if links are loading, similarly we have like here. So let's copy that, paste it in here, and the else. Okay, so we need to return this data. Okay, so this first thing for loading one. So we have to add some fonts. Handle add link. Okay, for allow user to add link. Okay, so name edit, click const. Next one is const handle save, so group name save click. Okay, here we need to pass updated group name, and handle edit. Okay, here we need to pass link ID. Okay, then identify which link is being edited. Next, this is to execute after when we hit save button on the link update. Okay, so cancel click. And we need to add a link ID, updated title, URL. Okay, so for save this one, and link ID, const delete link ID, and finally we need to add a finish update. Okay, so everything is fine now, so we didn't add anything in here. Okay, so let's add functions data one by one. Let's add set. We need to import current group. Okay, so in this one we need to add current link group as this and use it here. We get link group and get link group. And also we need to import current link groups. Okay, so let me pass current link group. Okay, so current link group. Okay, okay, something edit. Okay, so set current link group to from taking data from previous. link URL. Okay, so then that it is fine. So and the one more thing we need to add is set title to empty, set URL to empty. Okay, so and the link. To okay, we don't actually need this. Okay, one more function here. Click. We need to add name. So it has to be name. Okay, this for reading function. I think we have given the same thing. I'm sorry. I think we have concluded it. So let's delete these two functions. So insert reading function. So and click to fonts. Okay, to fonts and it has to true. And one more thing. Cancel the. Okay, so it has cancelled. So select this name to false. You can add these functions to directly on the input also, but I'm adding it in here. Okay. exactly same as this one. Has to be here. This link has to be here. Okay. So handle. So one. This link coming. Definition going to here. Okay, everything is fine. Let's add data in here. Okay, we have to also check another one, that is object keys keys of link to length. Okay. If it is not equal to 0, that means if it is empty one, we don't need data. So if it is not equal to 0, that means it is contains data. We need to add it in here. Okay, so let's add it. Yes. Also full, or we could make it's equal to 1 by 2 and next to auto, so that it could be in the center, and margin and add 5 or 4 something. Another thing. So this is for the heading. Okay, that means Again, I'm not focusing on styling. Okay, we'll handle it afterwards. Currently I'm working on the functional part. Okay, so if anything group name is true, then we have to return an input. Okay, otherwise it has to just show the link group's name, current group, group name. Okay, here and our name. Okay, and it has to be an input. And we will go to okay, one first group of name, and yes, on change. Okay, so it will the data from here. Suppose this one. And similarly, if our name is true, we have to show button name think everything is fine now. Don't actually need to pass name in here. Okay. Just click on this. So everything is over on the right hand side. Let's add everything into a here. So I'm moving it to another div and let's add another. Okay, that's a button to update everything. Update. Just to call. And success. Okay, so click. Let's call finish update. Okay, everything is over on this div. So keep it on a separate one, and this and the hard one more there. And we need to add a model for that. So daisyui. Model. So what we need to do is we need this one. Let's copy this, paste it in here. Just to be maybe accent. Delete everything from here. Here one and link. Just the input. Go to title on change. URL. Just move everything into and then the div class. Nice. gap. Okay. Two. Okay, so that is fine. Let's close this one. Then we have to add the success. Okay. Dialog is closed here. Let's close this dialog. And now create a udiv. Okay. So in this div, what we need to do is current link group. Has to be item.id. And on each element E3 panning has to be rounded. Border. Okay, that's okay. Let's all three, two maybe. So in here. Okay. let's add another div for link. So let's copy this from here, everything from here. Paste it in here, and the editing is of ID. Instead of value, it has to be URL. And in here has to be link, and set current link to. Okay, so then it has to be icon dot URL. So see, let's close this div also. Okay, below that we need to add one more div. Okay, it has to be from same as buttons from here, I think. Okay, here. Okay, copy that and paste it in here. Okay, instead of functions, we need to add save click dot id dot title and URL. So option has to be this one. Okay. And then edit click. ID and here we need to add one more button called delete. Add div here also. delete link. Item ID has to be okay. Button has to be success info error. Okay. So we have set up everything. So let's see. In here we need to add a edit button. So let's add it in the dashboard. So in this button, okay, so change this to link from the down. Okay, so must be go to max slash. So link d slash edit. Okay, save it and we go here. Let me know what goes wrong. Content group is not a function. It is getting objects, but it is not showing in this page. Let's go to this page, and I think I have added. Need to add braces in here, maybe. So let's add brace return. Okay, to add a return in here. Okay, and here also we need to add a return. Okay. Okay, so if I load that, I can see these links in here. Okay, so this is how it looks, and if I click on this edit, I can be able to edit this one. And if I cancel this, it will be I can't edit again. So let me make some modifications in this page. So first let's change add links in here. Where is it? Okay, here. Open model, we need to add link. Okay, title, model. Okay, placeholder, title, and okay. So if I click on this, I can see two links in here. Okay, so let's click escape, and one more thing I want to add is the page on to the right. Okay, for that we have to design the public view page. Okay, so let's move on to the public view page. Okay, so navigation is in here. So here what we need to do is we have to import all the elements from the context. So, okay, we need to create public links function here. So let's add it. It has to receive a unique string. Okay. So let's add data in here. Links loading to and start backticking here. So the URL path has to be from the URL of Django. So let's go here the postman and let's send this data, and as you see we receive links. Okay, so these are the links that are we gonna be presenting on the user side of view. So let's add it out. Sorry. String the response public data Okay, so get to response dot data. Okay, if there is error, so one error. As this here, and the public link to get this one. Okay, so we also be needing public data from here and links loading also we want it. So let's add it to data. I want to do some styling around here, so let me add it at the index.css. So index.css, here we need to add some animations here. Keyframes identifier has to be here and 0%. Okay, this will create a cycle of animation. So let's add a class called animate pair. So it has to be animation. Pair 1 seconds. Is not okay. So one more thing is need a container. So let's add background from linear radial top to white. This is the default color here. RGB, and the colors has to be these colors will be light. Okay, so you can choose any colors on this. Okay, you can choose any colors on here, or let me change it to, it is currently I think purple, so it is yellow. Okay, so background size has to be 100%. Okay, so the styling is fine now. So the screen, sorry, full navigation. Let's remove this flex. So background has to be white. Okay, so this character. Let's copy the style here, paste it down here, and animation wave. Title. I need to another text. Data. Okay, we have designed this public model. So let me go here, and if you see this here, and from the router you see it is r/Linktree. So let's give it link. r/link. So it is giving us an error. So we cannot read the property of undefined link group. So let's see. Okay, we need to add user effect in here. Let's okay, it is showing us the links in here, but it is on the background, the styles I think not have applied. So for now I'll add black. Okay, as you see, you can see these links are here. These are the public links. Okay, so let's move on to this edit function. So edit function also we need to use this one. So let me copy this from here and edit link group. Second, Okay. Okay, so let's move everything into a separate thing. Below that, we need to add our links. Okay, so let's close this and let's copy it into from here. Okay. So in this edit links, instead of using public data, we're going to use current link group. Okay, let's add current everywhere. Okay, I think that's it. Or if I save this and if I go to this one, I can see this is a preview of this links. Okay, so if I add anything, let's add version 2 and so if I add this, okay, I think we didn't add function here, sorry. So let's add handle, okay, and add link. Is it is here. Okay, click. Okay, so it will call this function. So again, if I add the link, let's add, now the new link will be updated, and if I delete something, this also will be updated here. Okay, so this will be the preview of that original page. So let's add update function here. Okay, I have added this, and if I, let's see if I have added the update function call. So finish update. Okay, so let's finish this update. Okay, okay, let's check if it has applied the I think that is something wrong in this one. Okay. So next, I think the URL has been input given. So okay, so this would be the URL for updating these things. So we have given the wrong URL before, so let's update this. Okay, so I refresh this. Okay, we have got this. Okay, so if I update this, so update it, and okay, save it, and if I update this, it will be updated. So if I refresh again, the updated one will be here. Okay, likewise, yeah, if I add Yahoo, Okay, I have the same URLs given here, I think. So let's change that. I think that's URL. Using this, I'll do this again. So I'm going to with this. Go save, and if I click on this update, it should be updated, and if I refresh this again, and if I go here and refresh this again, it will be says give updated, and the link URL also it is giving Yahoo. Let's click there, and it will redirect us to Yahoo. Okay, so this is how it works. And let me show the delete function also. Delete this. Okay, so now bot will be here, and if I update this will also be updated, and if I refresh this, only bot will be available for the user's view. Okay, so let's handle how to change this background to the random color. So if you see the code in here, and I have added animation separately on here, so let me cut this out and add it in here, so that it could apply it in there, and it has to be to height. So let's save this. Okay, so still not applying, so let's change this code. I think I have taken this color around here. Okay, since it is a linear gradient, we shouldn't give color in here. So if I save this, so if I go here, now it is working fine. Okay, in this page also it is taking effect. Okay, so we have changed this styling. In the next one we'll add styles to each of this page. Okay,